Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Cancer. So, Cancer, as usual, I'm doing your reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. And Cancer, I have to say that, sometimes I still do get amazed by how the messages, through all the signs communicate with each other and how they interconnect in a way that it's so gorgeous. It's so complimentary. It's almost like, to me as a reader, it feels like reading an entire book, going chapter by chapter, sign by sign. And it's fascinating to me because it's like seeing through the lens of each one of the signs. So, but the story is like, it's a whole, it's just seen from different perspectives. So this is really, really beautiful. I'm saying this because I'm going to jump already into the cards, because the first card that is opening up your reading, Cancer, it's actually the card that, was the first one, actually one of the two that opened Gemini's reading yesterday, the Queen of Cups. And although, Cancer being a really sensitive water sign, yes, it is usually like seen or, represented by the Queen of Cups. But to be honest, Cancer, this card here, well, what I heard when this card came through was you're getting there. So it's almost like this is the goal, this is the objective, this is where you want to get to, or the state of being truly, truly connected to your heart, that you feel like your highest, at your highest version of yourself, or like this elevated version of yourself, right? But you're still getting there, Cancer, but do not lose hope, because where you are right now, because of this Page of Cups that is following the Queen of Cups, I feel like this is where you are right now. And you're not that far away from the Queen, right? If we think that there's only the Knight in between the Page and the Queen, you're not that far away from the point that you want to get to. So in a sense, like, keeping your mind and your heart towards the thing that, or the state that you want to arrive, right? This is the goal that you have to keep like guiding you, right? Even though you are still in this Page of Cups energy, which feels to me like a great opportunity, really. It's almost like this is the opportunity for you to embrace new things, because although this picture of your best version, or this, like, the most elevated version of you that you can imagine, right? This is this picture, right, at the end of the trail, or this ultimate goal. Yes, it's great to keep this in mind and to keep this as a goal, right? It's like, this is what you're heading towards, right? But it's okay also, and actually very important, to embrace this opportunity of newness. This is what I heard actually with the Page of Cups, an opportunity of newness, right? Even though you already know where you want to go, or this goal that you want to obtain, it's like, yes, this is clear, right? Because it's being guided by your heart. And this is what, like, you're still guided by your heart, right? This doesn't change. The only thing that can change, because it's a page and it's like opening up an opportunity of newness, is how you do to get there. Like, what are the steps, right? And this is where it gets really interesting in your reading, Cancer, because I feel like there is a little bit of seeing yourself apart from your reality, which, can be seen as, especially because these two cups, if we think of them like being immersed in water, right? It can be some sort of escapism, right? But I'm not seeing it like that. I'm seeing it much more in practical terms, because after this Page of Cups, we have the World and the Five of Pentacles. So this was, I don't know if I've seen this alignment before or not, Cancer, but this is really, really interesting. This is where the opportunity of newness comes from, this Page of Cups, because it's like there is such openness, right? It's almost like with the Queen of Cups, it's like there is already a groove, there is a way of doing things, there is a routine, a kind of like a day-to-day knowing of how to take care of yourself, right? This was also something that was in Gemini's reading, right? Taking care of themselves. I feel like you are pretty sure of where you want to arrive at. It's like you know what you are walking towards, but I feel like the other way to do it, or like this new path that you are also able to achieve the same goal, right, is this one here. It's like you here, it's like it's almost like you have to look past your world to see where you fit really, right? And this is, as I said, it's like it's not so subjective, although yes, your heart is still guiding, so your intuition is like the ultimate decision maker, right? But it's like you can arrive here, which, you know, is here in a way that is feasible, that is tangible, that is concrete. This place, this state of being, this house, this job, this whatever it is, it really exists, right? Being the Pentacles, and especially being the 5, right? It usually marks this place on a map. But that's the interesting thing in your reading today, Cancer, because, you know, it's almost like the, you know, more traditional place that we draw a map for is to apply it to Earth, right? To a place in like here, right? That exists. But because this is outside of your world, it's almost like you have to escape the map in a sense. It's like your axe on the map, it's not in the traditional map that you would, you know, use your own world to draw the map. It's like look outside of it. That is the main message here. But look it with this opportunity of newness. It's like, it's almost like if you thought that the only way to get to this point was within the same circumstances, within the same blocks around your neighborhood, or, you know, just the same, it's almost like I'm seeing, you know, you trying all the different pathways, you know, it's almost like these are blocks, right, in a neighborhood. So it's like you have tried every sort of different attempt. There is a massive end here. Oh my God, she's massive. I'm sorry, Cancer. I'm just... Okay, just a second. Whew. Sorry about that. That was so weird. I don't even know how she got in here. Okay, anyways. Coming back to your reading. So looking outside, yeah, that's the thing, right? How did an ant that size get into my room? It's like there is no possible way. It's like there's gotta be another way. There's gotta be, like, she definitely looked outside of her own box in a sense to get into my room. But anyways, so I mean, that is what you need to do, right, Cancer? If we, you know, jokes apart, like this 5 of Pentacles being on the other side of this world, it's like every map that you would try to draw within the frames of your old world in a sense, or your current world, it's not there. You're not going to find it there, right? It's almost like your place, it's outside of any of these frames. It doesn't matter what route you take within this frame, you have to look outside of it, right? And the way out of it, this is interesting. So actually, after this 5 of Pentacles, there's the Ace of Pentacles and 2 Wands card. But let me talk about these two first. Because these 2 cards, actually in this order, they were in the first part of the Gemini reading. yesterday, I believe, and they were talking about, because this Ace of Pentacles, it's like this one in the center, and usually to me it's like the 4 pentacles around this one in the center. It's talking about like your placement. It's like your new frame that is outside of this old frame, right? So it's like you just like placing yourself in like a made to measure kind of frame for you, or this place that is just for you. It's like it's waiting for you to step into this position, to, you know, find this place, to get into this way of living your life, right? And here, because the Ace of Pentacles, you know, usually brings this message of a gift or something that is valuable. I feel like this is the true value that you hold, right? Which is something similar that came through for Gemini also. So this is the thing that I always like am fascinated, because it's like this is the different lens that you, Cancer, are seeing a different way to achieving this place of self-care and self-love, right? Which is, you know, similar to Gemini's, but different in a sense, because yours includes like seeing yourself as valuable as you would be even if you were inside this frame. But like it's almost like by being outside of it, your value increases, right? Because seeing yourself apart from, you know, having to follow these rules or having to follow the same path that you know, you have taken perhaps forever, right? It's like, because this was only the given map, right? You didn't know that you had the option to draw your own map, right? And to draw a new goal, which, yes, you are keeping in mind. It's like, this is what is driving you, right? This is what is guiding you. And so you know that seeing yourself outside of this frame is something that is not only incredibly different and new, it's like you are embracing the opportunity of newness, right? A new way to achieve the same goal, but it's like you are becoming much more valuable, right? Even if it's just for you, it's like you are recognizing your value to the point that it's like, you know that it's like, you know that you have the ability now to define your own borders, or like to like create this frame, right? It's like from nothing. Well, not from nothing, actually, it's from yourself, right? From your own heart. It's like you following the guidance of your own heart and embracing the newness, even though, yes, there are still steps to follow. Like the main one is, you know, looking outside of the frame that maybe you were given your entire life, right? Seeing yourself outside of, you know, that city, that job, that family perhaps, you know, but not in a sense that is denying any of it. It's just, it's almost like opening a new drawer that you didn't even know existed, or, you know, finding a new room, or finding a new incredible opportunity that is made to measure for you, right? And oh my God, the ant is coming back. Okay, so finding your own value and recognizing how much you value because you were capable of seeing a new opportunity, you know, just open up outside of the things that you thought were possible for you. And with these two cards, these two wands cards, just a second. I don't know where she went. Okay. Coming back to the two wands. So we have the 9 of wands and the 6 of wands. So yes, the 9 of wands, if you've seen my videos, you know that this card to me talks about this path of flowers, right? But it's like talking about this beauty way. It's like a way to see the path ahead with beauty in your eyes, Cancer. This card, you know, this beauty message of it was kind of a secondary one, because actually this card, especially when this one came through, it's almost like it is going to be a long path, right? And I have to say that it's not going to be an easy one, right? If we think of these two cards in traditional tarot, none of them are easy or are, you know, just a given, or it's like you have to work for it. But if you see through the lens of beauty, even though it is going to be a long one and it will require some sort of balance in your part, it's like, yes, you can choose to see this bare land as, you know, dead, or you can see it as potential to plant your own type of favorite flowers, if you know what I mean. It's just an example, obviously. But what I was seeing here is that you know that because you have seen like the growth of your own value by taking the leap to seeing another option outside of that frame, right? Outside of your own world. So the more that you see, even though yes, can be a very long path, it's something that it's like the longer you stay on course on this path, although it's, you know, maybe it hasn't been traveled, because this is also what is like the contrast between like the Pentacles and the Wands, especially because the Wands here, you know, being so nature based, so it feels like, you know, soil, rich soil, to be honest, that, you know, for unexperienced eyes it could be seen as just bare land, right? But you are choosing, Cancer, to see it as opportunity for growth, opportunity of, you know, increasing your own value and allowing yourself with your own, I mean, yes, this could mean like whatever you have sorry, oh, she's back. Whatever you have, your savings, or, you know, maybe you have, you know, just a little bit of money to set you off in this new journey, right? Because it is a long one. So it's not planning for just like a few months, it's like planning for a few years, maybe, I don't know. But it's like, you know, that the longer you keep on traveling this untraveled path, it's like you are opening your own trail outside of the old map. So you are drawing the new lines, you are, you know, it's like blazing a new trail, to the point that you are designing it with your own beauty, with your own maybe work even, right? With your own steps. Your steps are designing this new garden. And this is like, it's the more you walk, the more your value increases, because it's like you're valuing your own effort to keep on going, right? Despite it being long, and you knowing that it is long from the start of it. But with the Six of Wands here ending this part of the reading, it's like after you set off, right? It's like there is like it's almost like leaving a mark, but leaving a mark that is, it's like very gentle. It's not paving the road ahead, right? It's like you're not going to use cement to concrete that path, right? It's almost like it's just your footsteps, and that is the balanced way to not, it's like it's not aggressive to the environment in a sense. It's not like it's just the necessary minimum trail that you're leaving for others if they want to follow you, right? If they do want to leave their old worlds too, right, Cancer? And I feel like, you know, it's long, that's the thing, but you're not bailing out. It's like, because you know that there's going to be victory on the other side. It's almost like, you know, that's the thing. It's like you recognize the value of doing something that can be like, can require a lot of determination to continue seeing the beauty despite any flowers blooming so far, right? So I'm going to pull more cards for you, Cancer, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.